The vast darkness of deep space was pierced by the slow but deliberate approach of a warship, unlike any the alien races had encountered before. This vessel, massive and heavily armored, moved steadily toward the fringes of their territory, a place where no other civilization dared to venture without permission or provocation. The alien fleet, a coalition of technologically advanced species, had maintained control over this region for centuries. Their scanners were finely tuned to detect threats, and their military forces were vast and precise. Yet when the warship came into their detection range, the reaction was not confidence or preparation for battle, but a deep, unsettling curiosity. It was not a faint blip on the radar or a simple mining craft. It was a fully armed, operational warship, carrying the unmistakable signature of a species they had long dismissed as primitive: humans. The alien command gathered in their war room, a swirling hive of activity. Strategists and scientists clustered around holographic projections of the warship, studying the data streaming in from their scanners. Their first impression was confusion. The ship's design did not match any known models cataloged in the galactic registry. Its hull was layered with composite alloys that shimmered under scans, materials unfamiliar to the aliens and suspiciously resilient. More alarmingly, the ship radiated a pulsing energy field, a faint but persistent signature of advanced weaponry and technology operating at levels far beyond what was expected from Earth's known capabilities. The alien scientists worked feverishly to penetrate the warship's defensive cloaks and understand its systems. Each scan revealed more surprises: automated defense drones, adaptive artificial intelligence that adjusted on the fly, and nanotechnology repairing damage in real time. The alien leaders convened in a tense debate. Some urged an immediate strike, believing that eliminating the warship before it could gather intelligence or reinforce would be the safest path. Others counseled caution, arguing that this unknown technology might carry devastating countermeasures, and that further study was critical before engaging. Meanwhile, aboard the human warship, Commander Valina Kale stood calmly on the bridge. Her eyes reflected the stars outside as she monitored the alien fleet's movements. For years, humans had been quietly advancing their military tech, preparing for the inevitable moment when they would confront other spacefaring civilizations. Valina knew their mission was dangerous. This was a first contact scenario that could spiral into total war at any moment. Her orders were clear: avoid unnecessary provocation, gather intel, and if possible, establish communication. But she was also prepared to fight tooth and nail to defend Earth's interests. The crew was a mixture of veterans and specialists, each trained to handle unprecedented situations with precision and resolve. The tension in the air was palpable as the alien fleet continued to scan and probe the warship's defenses, and Valina initiated her own reconnaissance measures. Drones were deployed, slipping through the alien ship's sensor nets to gather crucial data on their formation and weaknesses. Both sides watched and waited, fully aware that the slightest miscalculation could ignite a catastrophic conflict. The key theme in this opening is the clash between expectation and reality. The aliens expected an easy target or a diplomatic challenge. Instead, they faced a warship that embodied human tenacity, innovation, and unpredictability. The encounter set the stage for the larger battle to come, a story of underestimated humans revealing their true power and changing the galactic balance forever. As the alien scientists continued their scans of Earth's warship, what began as routine reconnaissance quickly evolved into a growing source of alarm and confusion. The initial readings had already shattered their expectations, but now they were delving deeper, unveiling layers of technology and capability far beyond anything the galaxy had encountered before. The warship wasn't just a heavily armored vessel. It was a marvel of adaptive warfare technology. Alien sensors revealed sophisticated systems designed to learn, evolve, and respond instantly to threats. Its core contained an advanced artificial intelligence framework that didn't simply execute pre-programmed commands but actively analyzed enemy tactics in real time, predicting their moves before they happened. Nanotechnology swarmed beneath the surface of the ship's hull, continuously repairing damage from the outside. The alien scanners could detect swarms of microscopic nanobots invisible to the naked eye, Working with relentless efficiency, these nanobots reconstructed microfractures in the armor, sealed breaches, and even optimized systems on the fly to enhance performance. The aliens had never seen such rapid, autonomous self-repair. Moreover, the weapon systems embedded in the ship were unlike anything cataloged in the galactic military databases. They emitted pulses of energy that adapted to the enemy's shield frequencies, rendering traditional defenses almost useless. The ship seemed to learn from each encounter, fine-tuning its offensive capabilities with terrifying precision. Within the alien command center, a growing unease took root. Their scientific experts debated the origins of such technology. Was it the product of a secret human arms race? Had humanity secretly harnessed alien tech, or discovered something ancient and powerful on Earth? The uncertainty was worse than any threat. They couldn't understand their enemy fully, and that lack of knowledge bred fear. Meanwhile, aboard the human warship, Commander Valina Kyle ordered her officers to launch covert reconnaissance drones into the heart of the alien fleet. These drones were small but powerful, equipped with stealth technology and advanced sensors designed to infiltrate enemy lines without detection. Their mission was to gather detailed information on the alien ship's configurations, communication, protocols, and potential weaknesses. The drones slipped silently through the void, weaving between enemy vessels and relaying back images and data. The human crew watched intently as alien formations, command ships, and weapons arrays were mapped in exquisite detail. This intelligence would prove crucial for any forthcoming engagement. Back on the alien ships, the leaders faced an agonizing decision. They had underestimated humanity's technological growth and martial resolve. To strike now might mean engaging an enemy whose full power was still unknown but clearly formidable. To wait risked losing the element of surprise. This moment marked a turning point in the unfolding conflict. The aliens were no longer sure that their superior numbers and firepower guaranteed victory. The information extracted from the warship's scans revealed a species capable of rapid innovation, adaptability, and relentless defense, traits honed by surviving on a harsh death world Earth, where only the toughest endured. Commander Kale understood the gravity of this silent duel of sensors and signals. The aliens were sizing up humanity's strengths, just as she was studying their weaknesses. Both sides were locked in a high-stakes game of intelligence and patience, each waiting for the other to reveal an opening. Amid this tense standoff, the story highlights humanity's unique edge, not brute force alone, but ingenuity, resilience, and the ability to evolve in the face of superior threats. The warship was more than a machine. It was a symbol of humanity's unyielding spirit. As the scans concluded for the moment, the aliens' unease crystallized into dread. They knew now that Earth's warship was not a mere annoyance or minor threat. It was a harbinger of destruction. And they had just begun to glimpse the terrifying depth of human potential. The tension in the void of space reached its breaking point as the alien fleet, fueled by a mixture of fear and hubris, decided to launch a preemptive strike against Earth's warship. Their leaders believed that if they could cripple or destroy this enigmatic vessel quickly, they could contain the threat before humanity's full power was unleashed. Confident in their superior numbers and firepower, the alien commanders ordered a coordinated barrage of energy weapons and missile volleys to converge on the human ship. However, the first salvo met with a surprising resistance. The human warship, far from being a fragile relic of a lesser species, absorbed the onslaught with barely a scratch. Its advanced composite armor, reinforced with layers of reactive shielding and nanite self-repair systems, mitigated much of the damage. The alien weapons, optimized to counter familiar technologies, faltered against the warship's adaptive defenses. Inside the human command center, Commander Valina Kale remained calm but alert. She had anticipated such an attack and had prepared countermeasures accordingly. The ship's AI began to analyze the incoming attack patterns instantly, adjusting shield frequencies and deploying electromagnetic countermeasures that disrupted missile guidance systems and scrambled enemy targeting arrays. With the alien fleet's offensive blunted, Kale ordered a swift and decisive counterstrike. The human warship unleashed a barrage of pulse lasers and kinetic projectiles, each calibrated to exploit the weaknesses detected by their drones in the alien fleet's formation and shield configurations. The counterattack was precise and merciless, designed not just to defend but to cripple. The alien commanders watched in disbelief as their carefully planned offensive disintegrated under the relentless human response. The warship's weapons system exhibited an eerie level of precision, targeting key nodes and command ships with surgical accuracy. It was clear the humans had incorporated battlefield adaptability into their combat doctrine, a stark contrast to the rigid, predictable tactics favored by many alien species. Moreover, the human crew's resolve and ferocity became evident. The aliens witnessed an unyielding spirit, a refusal to back down even when outnumbered. This was not the behavior of a primitive species hoping to negotiate peace. It was the determination of warriors ready to defend their homeworld at all costs, amid the chaos. Small teams aboard the warship coordinated with unmanned drone squadrons that swarmed into the alien fleet. These drones disrupted enemy sensor networks and delivered debilitating electromagnetic pulses that caused confusion and damage far beyond what the aliens had anticipated. The battle quickly evolved from a simple exchange of firepower into a war of attrition, with the human warship displaying a terrifying blend of technology and tactical ingenuity. The aliens' confidence began to crumble. The warship's seemingly endless capacity to absorb damage and respond with overwhelming force challenged their assumptions about the human species. The turning point in this first clash was not just in the physical damage dealt, but in the psychological impact on the alien commanders and soldiers. They began to grasp the dangerous truth. Humanity was not just surviving, they were innovating, adapting, and fighting with a ruthless effectiveness that marked them as a species to be feared. Commander Kyle, from her vantage point on the bridge, knew this battle was only the beginning. The warship's success in repelling the initial assault proved humanity's readiness to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The aliens had made a critical mistake in underestimating Earth's military capability, and the consequences of that mistake would soon echo throughout the galaxy. As the first battle drew to a close, the warship's systems bristled with readiness for the next phase of combat. Both sides knew that this was not just a skirmish. It was the opening salvo in a conflict that could decide the fate of entire star systems. After the intense initial battle, the tide of conflict began to shift dramatically. The alien fleet, once confident in their overwhelming numerical superiority and firepower, was reeling from the unexpected resilience and tactical brilliance of Earth's warship. The first strike had been repelled, and now Commander Valina Kale was ready to turn defense into offense. At the heart of the warship lay a secret weapon, classified and experimental, technology humanity had kept hidden even from its closest allies. This weapon was not just a tool of destruction, but a strategic game-changer. It manipulated the very fabric of space-time, warping the battlefield in subtle but devastating ways. When activated, it disrupted enemy navigation systems, sensor arrays, and communications, leaving the alien fleet disoriented and vulnerable. As the weapon powered up, the alien fleet's formation began to unravel. Ships that had been tightly coordinated suddenly lost synchronization. Signals became garbled or delayed. Tactical commands failed to reach frontline units. The alien captains struggled to maintain control as their war machines lurched unpredictably through the void. Commander Kyle observed the chaos with a steely calm. She had spent years preparing for this moment, knowing that technology alone was not enough. Human intuition and timing would seal their victory. The warship's AI worked in seamless harmony with her commands, exploiting every opening created by the space-time disruptions. The aliens scrambled to counteract these effects. Emergency protocols activated, deploying backup systems and alternative communication channels. But the damage was already done. The confusion crippled their ability to mount a coordinated defense or counterattack. The human warship struck with ruthless precision, targeting the weakest points in the alien fleet and breaking their lines. In the midst of this chaos, Valina sent a stark broadcast over all accessible alien channels. Her voice, calm yet unwavering, carried a clear and chilling message. Humanity would not retreat or surrender. They were prepared to fight to the last, defending their homeworld and their future no matter the cost. This declaration sent a ripple through the alien forces. Many began to doubt their previous assessments of Earth and its people. They realized that humanity was unlike any foe they had faced before, unpredictable, unyielding, and equipped with technology that defied expectations. Inside the alien command hubs, panic started to spread. Strategic councils convened hastily, but disagreements and fear hampered decisive action. Some advocated for immediate withdrawal, hoping to regroup and rethink their approach, while others called for desperate countermeasures that risked total destruction. Meanwhile, the human warship's crew worked tirelessly to maintain the pressure. Engineers monitored the experimental weapon, ensuring it remained stable despite its immense strain on the ship's systems. Tactical officers coordinated drone deployments and targeted strikes, further exploiting the alien fleet's disarray. The story here highlights a crucial theme of HFY. Human ingenuity and daring can bend even the most advanced technologies and overwhelming odds to their favor. The turning point was not just the weapon's effect, but the human willpower and leadership that wielded it. As the alien fleet faltered, it became clear that the war was no longer just a contest of firepower. It was a battle of wits, resolve, and adaptability. The humans had shattered the illusion of alien superiority and forced their enemies to confront a new reality, one where Earth was no longer a distant, insignificant world, but a powerful and determined player in the galactic arena. By the end of this pivotal moment, the alien fleet was fragmented, morale was shaken, and the psychological advantage had swung firmly to humanity. Commander Kale and her crew stood ready to press this advantage, knowing that the next moves could decide the fate of countless lives and the future of their species. The alien fleet, battered and disoriented, faced a harsh reality. Continuing the fight against Earth's warship in its current condition would lead to total annihilation. Their once proud armada, which had confidently patrolled and controlled vast regions of space, was now fragmented and vulnerable. The psychological blow dealt by humanity's unexpected technology and unyielding determination had shattered the illusion of alien dominance. A decision was forced upon their commanders: withdraw or face ruin. Reluctantly, the alien high command ordered a strategic retreat. This decision was not easy. It carried the weight of admitting that their centuries of supremacy could be challenged, even by a species they had long dismissed. The withdrawal was conducted under extreme pressure, with the human warship relentlessly pursuing and harrying the retreating vessels. The human crew remained vigilant during the chase, exploiting every weakness revealed in the alien fleet's disarray. Commander Valina Kale coordinated hit-and-run attacks using drones and long-range weapons, ensuring the enemy's escape was costly and disorganized. Their goal was not total destruction at this stage, but to send a clear message: Earth's military might was not to be underestimated, and any future aggression would meet with devastating consequences. As the alien ships pulled back, communications within their ranks were fraught with blame, fear, and disbelief. Some officers argued that their underestimation of humanity was a catastrophic mistake. Others feared that Earth's sudden rise would inspire rebellion among other species or attract further human reinforcements. The retreat was not just a military maneuver. It was a crisis that reverberated through alien political and military structures. On the human warship, the mood was a mix of cautious triumph and steely resolve. The crew knew the victory was significant, but far from complete. Valina addressed her officers and crew, reminding them that this was the beginning of a long struggle. The alien retreat did not mean the war was over. It meant that humanity had announced itself as a force in the galaxy, and they must be prepared for the challenges ahead. Behind the scenes, the warship's scientists and engineers worked to analyze the alien technologies captured or observed during the battle. Every piece of data was scrutinized to refine their own strategies and improve their defenses. The technological gap had narrowed considerably, but there was still much to learn. The story emphasizes humanity's resilience and strategic patience. The retreat was not an end, but a necessary phase in a larger campaign to secure Earth's place in the cosmos. It underscored the message that humanity's rise was inevitable, and that they would meet alien aggression not with submission, but with innovative tactics and unwavering courage. In the broader galactic context, the alien retreat sent shockwaves through neighboring civilizations. Some began to question the established power dynamics, while others considered forging new alliances with Earth. Rumors of humanity's capabilities and willingness to fight spread quickly, reshaping diplomatic relationships and power structures. Commander Valina Kale, reflecting on the battle and its aftermath, understood the heavy burden of leadership. She was determined to ensure humanity remained united and vigilant. The warship returned to Earth space, its crew ready to prepare for the next encounter, knowing full well the galaxy would never view humanity the same way again. The alien retreat was not just a tactical withdrawal, it was the moment when the galaxy realized a new power had emerged, one that would shape the future in unpredictable and profound ways. With the alien fleet retreating in disarray, a profound shift began across the galaxy. Humanity's defiant stand and unexpected technological prowess had sent ripples through interstellar society. The news of Earth's warship, not only surviving but dominating in a direct confrontation, challenged the long-standing galactic order and forced all species to reconsider their perceptions of humanity. This was the dawn of a new era, humanity's rise as a formidable galactic power. Commander Valina Kyle and her crew returned to Earth with a renewed sense of purpose. Their victory, while hard-fought, was only the beginning of a much larger mission: to secure Earth's place in the cosmic arena and protect it from future threats. The warship became a symbol of human ingenuity, resilience, and determination, inspiring generations to come. On Earth, political and military leaders mobilized resources on an unprecedented scale. The conflict had exposed vulnerabilities but also ignited a fierce drive to accelerate technological advancement. Scientists, engineers, and strategists worked tirelessly to integrate alien technology gleaned from the battle, adapting it to human needs while preserving Earth's unique strengths: adaptability, creativity, and relentless perseverance. Humanity's rise was marked not only by technological innovation, but by a cultural transformation. The knowledge that their species was no longer an isolated planet, but a player on the galactic stage, instilled a powerful sense of unity and identity. Diverse nations and factions put aside old rivalries, forging alliances to face the common challenge of the unknown cosmos. This unprecedented cooperation was humanity's greatest strength, a force multiplier that no alien species could easily counter. Meanwhile, the alien empires, shaken by their defeat and the retreat of their fleets, reevaluated their strategies. Some factions sought diplomacy, hoping to broker peace with humanity and avoid further conflict. Others prepared for inevitable clashes, recognizing that Earth's growing power was a threat to their dominance. The galaxy stood at a crossroads, caught between war and uneasy peace. Commander Kale, ever vigilant, advocated for a balanced approach. She believed in strength and readiness, but also in diplomacy and understanding. Humanity's message to the galaxy was clear: Earth would defend itself fiercely, but was open to alliances and cooperation. This stance won respect from some alien factions and wary suspicion from others. The warship, upgraded and retrofitted with cutting-edge technologies, became the spearhead of humanity's exploratory and defensive missions. It patrolled contested regions, deterred aggression, and served as a beacon of hope for worlds oppressed or threatened by older powers. The human military evolved into a force that combined technological superiority with tactical ingenuity and the indomitable human spirit. The story culminates in the realization that humanity's rise was not just about military might, but about embracing challenges with resilience and innovation. The alien scan of Earth's warship, once a moment of dread for the galaxy, became a symbol of a new epoch, one where humanity would shape the future of the stars. As the galaxy adjusted to this new balance of power, Commander Kale looked toward the horizon, ready for whatever came next. Earth's warship was no longer just a vessel, it was a promise that humanity would endure, evolve, and carve its destiny among the stars, no matter the odds.